Okay, and we are live. And yes, this is gonna be my first ever live stream on English. As I told you guys and girls many times, this is my third language. So there are gonna be some difficulties today, but hopefully with your help, we're gonna go and power through. Now, also another disclaimer, I'm packing, I'm gonna move my apartment in a couple of weeks, no, even in a week and a half. So the background is not the most beautiful behind me. And also, I'm not a technical geek. Like I set up the screen and I set up my webcam from my laptop. Some troubles with the camera, wasn't even able to set up my camera. So yeah, all of those like appearing things that usually you can see on the live streams with your questions and everything. I have no idea how to set it up. I will find out, but I have the chat in front of me. And today my goal is very simple. First of all, to turn off all the notifications from WhatsApp, so it's not gonna bother us too much. And we're gonna talk obviously about From. We're gonna talk about this episode, but also I want to take this opportunity to get to know you guys a little better and give you an opportunity to also to ask me anything you want. Okay, this is a conversation. Many times I told you in my videos that I want to have this community, like people that are maybe a little bit insane, but in a good way, like in a very good way. Insane, like people that can obsess about something. And I really appreciate people that can obsess about some TV show or some movie or some video game, maybe a book. This is my kind of people. Like I live from obsession to obsession. Like there's a TV show that ends and I'm waiting for another one that's gonna hook me up, so I'm gonna be once again obsessed about it, thinking about it. It can be a book, it can be a game, it can be a movie, anything. No, I will try to answer everyone, but I can see right now that there are a lot of already a lot of questions, a lot of activity in the chat, even though we don't have like a crazy big chat. 27 people are watching, which is I think is pretty good for this channel. And yeah, so basically think about it as some sort of a conversation. I didn't prepare some material for you. This is for the videos. Okay, this is for me, like already editing everything and working on it. And today I just want to talk to you. Maybe we'll do something on the board. I kind of neglected it, unfortunately, because I was really in a rush to finish all of my rewatches, and I wanted to do it before the release of season 3 episode 1. And yeah, so also I know you guys are probably, guys and girls, probably know one another. A lot of you are from Discord community. There's a big community of From. There are a lot of good creators, and most of us are watching everybody. So sometimes I predict we're gonna have like a conversation in chat with you chatting with each other, and I'm basically just like a soundtrack for your conversation. So yeah, let's just go through the chat. I want to see what you guys are writing. I want to welcome everybody. And yes, so we have here KBZ Music. Welcome, Dolly Cook. Welcome, the Grumbledore, one of my Patreons. Nice to see you. Dolly also is a Patreon. Grumbledore, just amazing nickname. Every time I hear it or see it, I like a giggle a little bit. Hi all, YouTube says it's 2 p.m. Geek Academy said 1 p.m. I'm sorry if there was some kind of a mistake from my part. I try to make a adjustment for every time zone, but it was a little bit difficult. I promise you I will improve to the next time. Yeah, there's not different. Yay crazies, B Macroberts, hello. Check up the updates to the individual episodes on the Rotten Tomatoes yet. I can hang with you all because I'm working, but here's my opinion. Season 3, Episode 1, Tabitha is still in Fromville. Maybe all of Fromville is in Camden ME. I don't think so. I think Tabitha really got out. She was able to talk to her mother. Her mother recognized her voice, and we have seen already her like meeting Victor's father. So my money is on that she escaped. She definitely out. KKK. They said she was found in the woods. After falling from the lighthouse, I could see that being woods down here. How does the priest know her baby that fell off the changing table was a boy? And no, the priest didn't know anything, but the priest was kind of triggered by as soon as she said that My baby fell from the changing table. It felt like, once again, you can interpret it both like he just wanted to help this lady who's obviously going through a very traumatic episode of her life, or he knows something, or hearing that there is somebody who lost their baby in Camden, Maine. She didn't lose the baby in Camden, Maine, but she is right now in Camden, Maine, and she's a little bit terrified. She doesn't know how to explain because her mind is breaking. Yeah, it will raise a couple of suspicions if you are familiar with what happens in the Fromville. Okay, the prison baby says, but also called her mom and found Victor's dead. Maybe the priest is the one that causes that crash that Victor's dad wasn't. Something is gonna cause the crash. I don't think it's gonna be just an accident. My laptop is not charging. Sorry, I'm gonna put it in charge. One second, guys. I don't want my laptop to die. Raz. 1, 2, 3. For fuck's sake, how many difficulties I'm gonna have during this live stream? Oh, thank you. Now I can see. Thank you so much for telling me there is no sound. I was like talking to myself. Where did you lose me? At what point? I was like already talking a lot about everything. Was there a trouble from the get-go, from the beginning, or no? Whew, hi Igor, thank you for creating this space. I really like. Pa. Pa, 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 pa. Wow, the chat is. So many people in the chat, like 55 people watching. Wow, this is amazing. There's like, I'm not gonna be able to answer everybody. I can see it already from the start, like from the first, like after plugging the laptop, it's lost. Oh, fuck. Skullscorp, thank you so much, my man. Thank you for sending me those images today. Like, we have already previews for episode 2. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. Hopefully a new video is gonna be available for you already tomorrow, because there is a lot. This is not just a couple of scenes and we're gonna be like, ah, this is the scene when Sarah's gonna meet Christy. No, there are a lot of drawings from Eloise, and there are a couple of bangers there. Like, I already noticed there are some game changers even there with information. Like, probably let's share it like to here right now, you know, like, I don't know, like maybe some people don't want to see spoilers for episode 2. I have no idea. Anyway, right now, just write in the chat. You're probably gonna hear my dog. My dog doesn't really like when I do live streams. He starts barking. He's a dumbass, but it's okay. I love him anyway. I'm gonna go through chat and I'm gonna see again your questions and something that I still didn't answer. Oh my god, so much. Okay, yeah. Oh, Terran here. Nice to see you, Terran. Now I'm a little bit like worried. I'm a little bit nervous because like when somebody like Terran is checking me here, I need to be really good with everything that I say. Tabitha is Eloise. No, I don't think so, because then her father probably would recognize her. Not like exactly, maybe you. I'm pretty sure that my parents would recognize me now, even if they wouldn't see me for like the last 20 years. Or they at least would feel like something familiar about me, if they knew me when I was like 10, 12, or 11. Anyway, I don't think so, but once again, you've been right about many things. Maybe you're right about this thing too. I was talking about the animals. I'm just gonna repeat it. Like, why wouldn't they put the animals in the barn right away? So my guess is, okay, I was like talking a lot about it, and now I'm gonna just summarize it. My guess is that basically during the first nights when they just found the animals, it was before they found the talismans. Okay, first they found the talisman, first they found the animals, then they found the talismans. So the first night they kind of had to leave the animals alone by the night for a couple of nights at least. They kind of had to. So the next day when they went out and they got out from their hiding spots, they saw that the animals are untouched. Nobody killed them, and it happened night after night after night until Boyd found the talismans. They were like, yeah, we don't really need to hide the animals because for some reason the nightmare creatures don't really touch them, don't really attack them. So this is why I think they weren't in the barn. Okay. Jim time travels 15 years into the future with her and gives her to her parents. Yeah, Taran, with your theories. This is why Tabitha remembers the pencil case, why they surprisingly like Jim when they met him, why Jim is seen in Eloise's drawings. Okay, I haven't seen that one still, but I'm gonna check all of the drawings. I just started checking them. I can't believe anybody like the Jim. The Jim, I like it. Hello everyone, hello. Delcenia, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Once again, if I pronounce somebody's nickname or somebody's name incorrectly, I apologize in advance. Some of the names are less common to me, like obviously my name is Igor, not a very common name in United States. Hollywood made a horrible job with this name. Every time I see some Igor on the screen, it's usually some crippled guy, you know, like, hey master, hello. Yeah, not good, not good. I want to sue Hollywood one day. They didn't put the animals with talisman because the animals were never being killed. Yeah, and they probably figured they weren't in any danger as only humans had been the ones being attacked. This is the Diplomat 717, a very diplomatic answer, I would say so. My friend, you apologize to no one. Okay, a quote from Lord of the Rings, we're gonna be friends. B. McRoberts, we're gonna be friends, definitely. Like, that's a fact already. If you're quoting Lord of the Rings, you are very good in my book. Schools Corp, Terran Matra, hey fam, hope you both are well, great to see you. I hope Tabitha isn't Eloise. Also, like maybe this is the reason why I don't want to accept Terran's theory, because I hope it's not true regarding Eloise and Tabitha and Eloise being the same. Okay, this spy, always great to see you. Howdy, howdy. Was that from Lord of the Rings? Yes, of course. Great to see you all. You don't have to have fancy things, just good people. Exactly. I don't need to have fancy things, just good people. And it's nice to see you all here in the chat. We have 67 viewers. I'm humbled once again. I was expecting like 10, 15, not more than that, and 67 people are watching, and this is amazing. This is an opportunity for me to talk to you, to get to know you, everyone, a little better. So, okay, I am obsessed with Father Catherine's statement to Boy that he is unable to tell him what he is. Okay, I'm also thinking about it because it really feels like an important clue. Like, this is something I told you my opinion about this in my review. But I still think about it. Like, once again, is it really? I don't think that Father Catherine is a hallucination. I think it's a very simple explanation, but I think it is somehow related to what happens inside Boyd's mind and soul. It doesn't really necessarily means it's just like, you know, like a double personality kind of scenario, like in a Fight Club or something like this. But it does feel like this vision somehow created by Boyd himself. Okay, not a hallucination, not just, you know, like those stupid scenes in every movie when there's like somebody's talking to like somebody and it's just a figment of their imagination and that's it. I think it is mystical, but I think it's somehow connected to Boyd's spirit, his soul, whatever you want to call it. You are a little bit quiet. I don't know if you can make yourself louder. I would appreciate it a little bit louder. Okay, like my mic here on the maximum here. 1 1 2. I'm just gonna try to talk louder. Okay, my mic is max here. All of the like connections to my MacBook not working good already. But I'm gonna be talking a little bit louder. Okay. I couldn't miss the Jim's amateur board. Yeah. Hello from Brazil. Hello, my friend. Never been to Brazil. Would love to one day. Yeah. Hey, my genius. I love what you posted in Discord. This is to Robert Saunders. So great to see you. Hey, Robert. I told you at some point there's going to be conversation inside of the chat with just people chatting with each other. And I'm just going to be like a soundtrack trying to find who's going to talk to me. Somebody talk to me, please. I'm kidding, of course. Where do you broadcast from? Every time people asking me where I'm from, this is like the most difficult questions because when I first talked to Real, I told him like I'm the most complicated right now at this period of time. I'm the most complicated where are you from answer there is. Like I was born in Ukraine, but in the Russian part of Ukraine, like where everybody speaks Russian, not Russian that it belonged to Russia, not what I'm saying. In the Russian part when everybody speaks Russian. And when I was 10, we immigrated to Israel. And this is where I live right now. So Israel, Russia, and Ukraine. Basically 3 countries that have like no emotional level of like right now in the world. Like nobody really cares about those 3. If you just say like, oh, okay, you're from Israel, originally from Ukraine. Yeah, not problematic at all. But yeah, you know, like on my first review of the trailer, not on my first, on the second, I didn't want to make this channel like anything political, but I forgot to like to remove my Israeli flag behind me. And I got a lot of like comments about this, but you know, like what are you gonna do? This is where I am, this is where I live. I'm not gonna be ashamed of it. If anybody have a problem with that, I guess this channel is not for them. But once again, I don't want to make this channel anything close to political. Here we're talking about we're talking about TV shows. We're not talking about day-to-day life. This is not what really interesting for us. Yeah, so you guys watched 24 hours so from in the Discord last night. No, I wanted to watch this in a good quality, but apparently if you like turn on VPN in order to watch MGM Plus, the quality really drops. So I was watching it like 720p, which was really annoying, I have to say. I wanted to see it in 4K, especially because I'm making screenshots and I want to zoom in on the screenshots. And as soon as you zoom in on the screenshots from 720p, you don't see anything but pixels, blurry pixels. Yeah, this was really annoying for me. Hi Igor, thank you for creating the space. I really love your videos, this community, and the brainstorming. Thank you so much. Pirette Noisette, thank you so much. I love to see you in this community. Please don't forget to like the stream on your way in. Let's always show love. Thank you so much. You see, I'm forgetting always those kind of call to actions. You need to say like subscribe, like, and everything. Thank you so much, Dulcinea, for giving this shout out. So everybody who actually likes the stream, you can like the stream. We have 80 people watching right now. This is amazing. Once again, wasn't expecting that at all, but this is very, very awesome. Okay, so I'm probably not going to be able to do anything just but talk to you in the chat, this one. I was thinking maybe we'll do something on the board, but probably I'm going to do this by myself already. And yeah. What's up? I am Liam McPoyle saying what's up everyone who's ready for more questions and no answers this season. I love the channel and the show. Keep up the great work. Obviously, they're not going to give us all of the answers, but look, there are some answers already. We are getting some answers, like meanwhile, some tiny ones, but you know, like the development of the monsters and Father Katri and Boyd talking about the vision of Abby. This is already like getting us closer. And obviously we're gonna have season 4, at least I hope so, and maybe even season 5. I really, really hope so. So yeah, they're not gonna give us all of the answers because otherwise what's the point of watching? Like, yeah, this is an entertaining TV show, but like for me, the most interesting, the most how would I say, like what pulled me to this TV show is the mystery, is the analysis, is the line that everything is connected, and if you dig close enough and deep enough, you will be able to find the answers. Okay, Pierrette, I think there is a connection between the names Alice, Elgin, Eloise. This cannot be coincident. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they just like, you know, names that begin with L. I'm in NH, not far from Camden. If we ever need to go check it, our first ham. Yeah, it's a long trip for me to United States. It's like almost 12 hours in plane, and it's also not a cheap one, so probably not in the near future. But one day, definitely. But if I'm gonna go to United States, this is definitely not gonna be for like a day or two. This is for a couple of weeks at least. I would love to do some road trip and see many places. Yep, we can hear you. I'm just getting to the point when there was no sound. Lost sound. The entity doesn't want us to hear him. Yeah, they want to hide everything. Do you think that there is a connection to the god Odin? He's depicted with only one eye. He is accompanied by ravens. He is the creator of Yggdrasil, the tree from the tarot card, the Hanged Man. Yeah, there may be. Okay, like this. First of all, the one eye, the ravens, obviously there is a connection, and what I think is the biggest clue for it, even though I'm not 100% convinced, is the symbols on the talisman. The trees are very much similar to Scandinavian runes, not exactly one-to-one, but very similar, and this can be a clue. Now also we talked a lot about American history and, you know, like showing it from different kind of aspects, and you know, like I knew it before the anime, but if you haven't watched Vinland Saga, you should watch it. This is amazing. The first people that actually from Europe arrived to United States, to America, to the American continent, I think they actually arrived to Canada, were Vikings, and they called it Vinland. And maybe there are some remnants, something that's left after them, and maybe they are also somehow connected to this place. Love your theories. No, this is to Terran. Obviously, Terran has like, I would argue that Terran can take his theories to some kind of university and get like I I don't know what you get in university, a doctorship or something like this, because it looks way more serious than anything I ever prepared when I was studying in college. Okay, Igor, no audio, you're back. Yes, yes, it's working. Daria is back. We can hear you now. Amazing. Now I'm always checking. There's like a line of sound here. If it's moving, there's gotta be sound. Yay. Oh my god, the chat jumped. This is horrible. I'm gonna be probably reading comments from here. This is more convenient. Okay. Let me find where I stopped. Papa Socks writes, it's my fault, I will take the blame, I'm just excited to be here. Hey guys, it's all on me, my apologies, haha. Okay, yeah, everybody blame Papa Socks. He is the one who's to blame for everything. I'm kidding, of course. I'm not a huge fan of the tarot card theory, but the author is definitely onto something with the Beothuk. There is tons of ties to New England as well. I wouldn't say like I'm not a fan, but also I told this to Terran on the live stream we did with Real. Like I cannot see so far. I cannot see how they would explain it in the time they have left. They can, like, if we're gonna start seeing more and more like tarot cards in this season, then it's gonna develop in season 4 and be finished in season 5, maybe. Okay. Think the whole scenario with the priest in the church was just a writing mechanism to make her see Victor's address in a more dramatic way than simply sitting down for a lunch. Maybe, once again, maybe, but feels very unnecessary to me. Like, I don't know, like to put so much just for her to open the lunchbox. Maybe, once again, let's just wait for episode 2, for episode 3, and we're gonna see. But there is something like intuition maybe that tells me the priest, we're not done with the priest. He's gonna appear in next episodes, maybe. Jess 88 Sim, the priest knew to say him when asking about Tabitha's baby. I didn't hear her say it was a boy first. I could be missing. I definitely need to rewatch it. Okay, definitely need to rewatch it. Priest dog barks because they think they are protecting you. Yeah, dogs are protecting me. My dog is not protecting me. He's a moron, but I love him. Yet, okay, there's a flower shop in Kevin. You got the cigar. I just wanted to tell you that your English is amazing. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm trying to improve it. I noticed this like a couple of years ago. I was traveling through Europe, and I did like 5 countries in 2 weeks. I did Switzerland, then France, then Belgium, then Scotland and England. And I noticed when I talk to people in Switzerland and especially in France and Belgium, my accent was really, really hard. I was talking to people like, hello, can you please tell me? Because like people that talk to me back in English, they also talk to an accent. And when I was already in Scotland and in England, even though they have like an accent of themselves, like my accent is closer to American accent with notes of Russian and Israeli, their vibes. But when I was talking to somebody who speaks English as a native language, my English like straight away got way better. So as soon as I started making those videos, I can feel like with almost every video I get better and better, and I hope it's just gonna go in that trajectory. So at some point it's gonna be like another language that I speak freely, completely freely. I'm studying also the 4th language for a couple of years, but I'm not doing many progress there at all. Like I know a couple of 100 words in Japanese, but if you're gonna put me and tell me like to talk Japanese, I'm not gonna be able to say more than 1-2 sentences. Okay, no, she didn't say that was a boy. She said my child. Well, I need to rewatch this this talk between the priest and And Tabitha? Okay, I need a minute. Did you just say hello to two celebrities and then say my name too? Come on now. It is no. If you say hello to Turn and Debbie, they have theory credibility. I'm, first of all, I am pretty sure both Terran and Debbie would agree with me. Like, I don't put anyone, including myself, on any pedestal here. Like, we all a community and everybody is equal here. Like, if you're YouTuber with 100 million gazillion subscribers and you're at my stream right now, I would still talk to you the same way as I talk to anybody else, because I don't think this is this is the way to value people. Okay. So yeah, it got a little bit serious. I know you were kind of joking, but it's important for me to say, like, yeah, obviously I'm happy to see people that I'm more familiar with, because this is like human nature. But yeah, everybody here is equal. I don't think that was a mistake. It was definitely part, in my opinion. Janet and Audrey's Flowers, Little Shop of Horrors, and Rocky Horror Picture Show. Don't know. You can't lock the animals in the barn and not have someone in the barn, in my theory. It's getting cold. No one could stay in the barn. Once again, maybe not a farmer. Have no idea. All love and jokes here. I know you know my mic issues. I totally got it. Much love. Okay, how can Tabitha see the boy in white if she's in the real world? Are we sure she's in the real world? Yes, I'm pretty sure she's in the real world. I'm still not 100% sure if she really have seen the boy in white, because he looked really different. Anyway, what was the point of him showing himself? He didn't really help her. She went after him in the crowd. Yeah, it's probably not really just a hallucination, because, hallucinations really just disappear pretty much really fast, logically, but still, he didn't bring her to anywhere. He just brought her to this coffee shop where she just didn't find anything. So, but yeah, like, if this place exists, like Fromville exists, so in this world there is Fromville, so it means that Fromville can actually exist. Like, anything mystical can happen even outside. Or if it's not even mystical, maybe it's some other explanation. But what really bothers me here is not that just she can see the boy in white, is that Sarah told us in the first season that the boy in white is stuck here in this place and he wants to escape just like we do, and he wants to help, but he doesn't know how. So how was he able to escape then? Or maybe it was all, as I told you just right now, some sort of a hallucinations. Once again, we're gonna have to wait and see. We are all celebrities in this dedicated fandom. Great to see you. This is exactly what I said, Robert, and I'm happy to read it from you too. As part of the Algonquian family of tribes, the Beothuk likely believed that all natural objects such as animals, plants, the sun, and the moon were alive and had spirits that needed to be respected. I think most of Native American culture is really similar to that. It's like the spirit, everything is alive. The trees, the forest, the animals, the sun, the moon, everything has a spirit. Spirit world, the Beothuk believe in a spirit world with the supreme spirit and monsters of dark spirit. I know that the lore of Beothuk is very, very short. Unfortunately, the whole tribe was completely wiped out. There's like no Beothuk left right now in the world. So I read about it a little bit. Of course, after I got familiar with Terran theory, I obviously read about Beothuk, and it was not that much of information. Tabitha arriving in Camden was definitely planned by the boy in white in order for her to fulfill her quest. Now, one of my friends who's also doing reviews of Fromville, he said in his review, and I didn't really think about it that way, maybe this is how it works. Like, if you have some sort of an address and you're being punched through the whatever wormhole or whatever exit of Fromville, this is when you're gonna get transferred. Like, because in the box it was written Camden, Maine, this is where Tabitha actually appeared. It can be, I know it's a little bit far-fetched, but it can be, especially if we're thinking about the bottle trees and them having years, and if there's gonna be a time travel, this is probably how it's gonna work. You put in here, you put some kind of a year, and you go inside a special faraway tree with the bottle trees, and you time travel. Okay. I think she's in the real world, but I have a feeling the entity can somehow do something here just because of that priest. Yes, Cal, I agree too. Tabitha arriving in cabin was definitely... Yeah, how small was the log cabins they found? Must be small hobbits. Yes, and not the tarot card, which game part, I think that a step too far, but the Beltug for sure. Yeah, but Beltug also like doesn't have that much of representation in the TV show. Like almost the same as the tarot cards. Some of their dreams, nightmares, phobias leaks into their daily lives. Chenji, maybe. I love the theory. Where did the theory Tabitha was Eloise come to be? The bracelet, still don't see the connection, and I think her mom's accent clarifies that Eloise isn't Tabitha's mother or related. By the way, yeah, Lisa. Her mom is obviously Spanish, maybe Mexican, I don't know, but her accent, she was like really, she had like really strong accent. So yeah, that's probably not the same mom. Or Eloise was adopted, like Terran thinks. So maybe, I still don't know. I think it's really too much so far, but once again, we're gonna have to live and see, because like, as I told Terran, part of me really don't want that his theory gonna come true. But if it's gonna come true, like Terran needs a statue to build in his honor, because this is gonna be absolutely insane if it's gonna come true. Okay, wanna go there because it's such a beautiful place. I don't know where, but yeah, I wanna go anywhere where there's a beautiful place. Where did it, I really feel that the lunchbox is what sent Tabby to Maine, just as the paper saying 1864 sent Boyd to that time period. Just my theory, of course. Debbie, I just said it and I didn't read your comments, so once again, this is not my idea. This is something I've seen in a friend of mine's review. So yeah, great to see that great minds work alike. 72 watching, only 39 likes. Show some love. Enjoy even you in the bushes. We are glad you're here to support Igor Academy. Dulcenia, thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing this. This is amazing. And trying to say hi to so many cool people. Hello, Dolly. I don't think Eloise is Tabitha's mom anymore. Darren, come on. You have to explain. You cannot just drop a bomb like that and not explain yourself. I thought they are grouped up around the cabin doors, making them shorter, but shorter makes better heat inside. Father Country is his conscience. I wouldn't say so, because Father Country is there to push him to do some difficult decisions usually. Because it makes more sense, Eloise is Tabitha. I realized because it makes more sense, Eloise is Tabitha. It was a couple of days ago when I remembered who Eloise is from Lost, the time travel lady. Yay, first stream in the channel. I'm from your Russian channel. Haha, nice to see you here too, Diana. It's nice to see that some subscribers from my Russian channel know English too and can come here and watch my videos too, like tutu. Yes. Sometimes you can like really understand that English is my third language. Okay, hi from India. Hello to you, my friend. I love India, never been to, but I really love India. Like every time I speak to somebody from India, this is usually a great experience for me. Remember when Abby told Boy that the place feeds on hope, not your fear? The tree started dying when everybody started losing hope, and that's when the weather changed. Building the radio tower triggered. Now, I would say something about it. Like there were some spoilers released in the text form about what's gonna happen, like not something big crazy, but I still don't want to share it with you yet. Okay, but if they are true, maybe there is a different reason for everything, for the soil and everything going rotten. We have dubbed you the best accent on YouTube. We love your history, accent, and perspective on all things from. Thank you for going live. Thank you so much for this amazing support. I was really nervous before today's live stream, and so far it goes amazing. And hopefully we're gonna do many more. My plan is basically after every episode to do some live stream and just discuss everything, because I cannot do anything with it. This is how YouTube works. I'm a small creator. Speed matters. Like if I'm gonna release a review a couple of days after the release of the episodes, it's probably not gonna get that many views. Unfortunately, maybe one day when I'm gonna be big, hopefully it's gonna happen, then I'm gonna allow myself to not do so, like to take time. But now I need to like wake up as soon as I can, watch the video, put the screenshots, analyze the screenshots, film myself, edit it. It will take about 5-6 hours, and I want to be as fast as I can. So it means that the next day or the day after, there's still a lot to talk about. There's another rewatch we can all do. We can watch it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Come on, this is us. We can watch it even 20 times and find more interesting things. And this is what those live streams are for us to discuss it already in this group of people. Like, I opened my first YouTube channel about 4.5 years ago. My first YouTube channel was in Hebrew, and I kind of stopped it after half a year or something. I didn't really enjoy too much. Simultaneously, I started to do the Russian channel, and I've been doing it for the last 4 years. This is the first time I was ever able to commit to something for more than 1 or 2 years. Like, I never had a job more than 2 years, not even one. Like, because I get bored pretty fast. So I started a new job, I'm excited, I'm working like 24/7, and after a couple of months or at least a year or something, I start to get bored. YouTube video editing, this is the first time in my life there is something that I'm just doing for years and years and years, and I'm not getting bored. And I'm sometimes, there are the bad days when you're like, that's it, I don't want to do this anymore, but I always come back to it. Now, why I'm telling you this story, because the reason I started doing YouTube was not even like for, like for likes and subscribes or money or something like this. It was because during one period of my life, I was working from home, I was single, I didn't have a dog, and for months, like 2 months, I almost barely didn't leave my house because I worked sales, I was calling people, and I worked at my home. And while I was calling people, there was always some TV show, usually something stupid on Netflix, like CW or something like this, running on the background. And between the calls, I would take a break and I would watch something, and then something really stupid would happen there, and I would be angry at the writers, and I would have no one to share my emotions with. And then I would go to some forums and everything like this, and I would talk to people and yeah, you thought that was really, really stupid too. Yeah, I'm not the one who's crazy here. So when first I opened my YouTube channel, the only thing I wanted was to have some people that share my interest, that share my craziness. I have like friends, obviously. I have my girlfriend. We together for almost 6 years already, and we basically we can talk about it. But none of them is as crazy as I am. None of them is crazy as I am about those TV shows, about those movies. So YouTube has a lot of people, billions of people watching. I was pretty sure I'm gonna be able to find a couple of I don't know, tens of people, maybe even hundreds of people that gonna be sharing my interest and my craziness about this media. So yeah, a little bit, once again, a little bit history about myself. None of you ask, but you know what you're gonna do. Igor, your English is better than fine. Okay, wow, my god, the chat. I'm not gonna be able to answer absolutely everything. No. Wow. While I was talking, the chat moved already. Okay, thanks for creating videos about From. My pleasure. Your accent reminds me of the guy in Hey Arnold. I don't know what is that, but okay, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Every time I don't know if to take it as a compliment or an insult, I will take it as a compliment. The best accent for a guy who is on his third language. Maybe he knows more. Hi from India. Hi from Boston. Hi everybody. Igor, you can explain the board. Probably, yeah, but as I told you, there are a lot of right now that I kind of left off. But the board is basically, there are like main topics, there are subtopics. Like for example, we are discussing, like we have a topic of, for example, the drawings. As you can see, there's a lot of missing here, and I'm just connecting the drawings that are connected to each other somehow. And there's like, let's say, let's zoom in. For example, there's a spider web under the house, and it's connected to this one. It's okay, I can tell my own stories now. Okay, there's a story of him, and it's also connected to Victor's drawing. So you get the picture. Now let's say there's like some theories about time travel. For example, we have like Jade's story. Who was that lady that comforted Jade in the airport? This is a question I put to myself. We have a symbol of a time loop. Maybe this is a time loop, I don't know. The same symbol in the cave and in Jade's journal. He's drawing it. Here it is. So like, is it also connected? Jade is seeing the same symbol everywhere. Cemetery now, it's also connected to this one. So the symbols are connected to time travel. There's like the glitch in the matrix. We discussed it a couple of times. Like, you know, Jasmine here is like 5 minutes ago, she was covered in blood, and now she's clean. The second time Matthews are driving next to the railroad, it doesn't have anything related to electricity. Like here we can see there's like you know, like power lines, and there's like some kind of electricity box here. And the second time they're driving, absolutely nothing here. So you get the idea, but it's gonna take a lot of time to explain everything. I always have a link under my videos, not under the stream, but under my videos, I always have a link to the board. And I'm definitely gonna take some time, find some time to complete it, so it will be ready for like episode 2 or maybe episode 3, because it will take time. This is something that doesn't like happen in a couple of minutes. Here you can see on this board already at least 5-6 hours of work. Just putting it here, you know, just connecting everything. Eloise explains that the island moves in both space and time, just like the From Island in my humble opinion. Lost Eloise is also part of a major time loop. I need to rewatch Lost. I tried to rewatch it like a year ago, and you know, the first 2 seasons were a blast, and on season 4 and season 3 I started to lose interest in, and I kind of faded away on this. Sorry, my back is killing me, so I'm gonna be sitting like a little bit laid back. What's your favorite From person? Probably Jade, because he's funny and I enjoy a guy with a sense of humor. He's the Chandler of Fromville. He's very sarcastic, and I enjoy like this kind of cynical humor. Always a good one. I actually wanted to know more about the board, Igor. Yes, Wild Marjoram Diesel Punk. Definitely, there is gonna be maybe a live stream or maybe a video. The main goal of the board is, first of all, to connect all the dots, if possible, and then I want to create some videos on YouTube that are more have longer. Sorry, some words in English are like a tongue twister for me. They have a longer relevance, which means, like, for example, my review of season 3 episode 1 is gonna be relevant for a week until the review for episode 2 is gonna be released, and then something is gonna be relevant, and then when season 3 is gonna be over, all of the relevancy is gonna go lower until it's completely not gonna be relevant at all. Now, but I want to do some videos that are more relevant to the big picture, like everything we know about the monsters, everything we know about the electricity, everything we know about the drawings. You know, this kind of takes some theme and make a video about it. So this is why the board is here. It will help me to guide basically my thought process. And of course, this board is not only for me. I will do obviously or either live stream or a video about it, probably live stream, because video, I think it's going to be pretty boring just to talk about the board. Visually, it's not going to be really stimulating. Okay, it's definitely a mystery that got me hooked once, just like Lost. Exactly. Thank you for your input, Robert Sanders. Good to hear others see the way you think. I like your time loop theory about the bracelet, only one that explains every bit of info we get. I don't know if it's mine or Terrence. I think it's already kind of collided. By the way, every time I say something that I found from somebody else, I try to give credit. I try to not forget. But sometimes I also think about something and then I discover that somebody else was also thinking about it. So it feels like a little bit redundant for me to give credit because like if somebody thought about it, maybe I could think about it too. Um, but didn't Tabby make the bracelet? I thought the monster took it somehow in time, like the monsters traveled, not Tabby or Victor's mom. I think Tabby copied the childhood bracelet of hers, perhaps subconsciously. Okay, I like this theory. Okay, like I need to be able to see like this is a request. Like if you're writing a comment to somebody or to me, you can write like for example, Terran, what do you think? Or Igor, what do you think? So then I will know not to answer questions that are not directed to me. A PhD in From, that's definitely. If somebody can get a PhD in From, this is Terran. That's why I love Love. There was a lot of sciencey concepts that were explained in a way that made more sense. From has no scientist really. We have Jim and Jade. Yeah, we have Jade. I would argue Jim is not acting like a scientist. He tries to, but the only one who's talking about quantum physics and try to understand. And Jade is pretty much genius. I talked about it on my rewatch. He was able to understand about the radio. He was able to understand how to work electricity in this place. He even was able to fix the alcohol here. Like this guy fixes everything he touches, and he also built some kind of an algorithm, some kind of a startup. So he's also a computer genius. Now I think if we actually gonna turn into telenovela here, I think we're gonna get to know Jade's uncle. I have this feeling. It's not backed by anything, but I have this feeling this is a character we can get introduced to maybe later. Okay, Nicholas writing here, Genoa supernatural were supernatural beings, often considered mischievous and dangerous, that were said to inhabit the dense forest of Newfoundland. The Biotuk believe that Genoa has the power to shapeshift, and there is no continuation here, but there are a lot of lore things from almost every lore there are in the world that about things that can shapeshift. So I wouldn't call it like a proof, maybe a clue. I'm literally hoping that his theories are not correct so he can write that book. Sorry, my friend Taran. Yeah, I would definitely love to read the book. And could cause harm to those who venture too deep in the woods. Never watch Lost. The biggest clue to this whole thing is this: I thought my parents were going to hate you, but they didn't though. If you can explain this, you can explain who Eloise is. Okay, I see your point here, but once again, it can be easily explained by every couple there ever lived in this world. Like, um, every time somebody's girlfriend goes to meet her boyfriend's mom, she's worried his mom is uh, not gonna like her. Every time somebody's boyfriend goes to meet his girlfriend's dad, he is afraid the dad is not gonna like him. So yeah, and Jim is basically being charming here and saying like they didn't though, and this is why we're married right now. This is how I interpreted this moment, but maybe there's something more here. Maybe we should slow down. No, don't worry, guys. Don't slow down. I'm just super hungry. And I saw like when real or I don't know other creators, YouTube creators, do their live streams. It's like 4 hours long. I can definitely tell you like this is gonna be an hour and a half, not more than that. Like I enjoy this, but it's getting late. I want to take a shower. I want to eat something, and I want to rest after this day. Like I've been working since I woke up, and I stopped working at about like an half an hour before I started this live stream. I took a half an hour break and I did the live stream. So this is not gonna be like 4 hour stream, guys. And I'm sorry, maybe one day we're gonna have one. Hopefully we're gonna have more of those live streams, but this one is gonna be like an hour and a half, not more than that. Victor told Ethan the trees they moved 4 inches. Is that good or bad? They're close, so it's bad. The trees are literally and metaphorically closing in on the town. So yeah, but also like why then Victor was so surprised when he wasn't able to find the faraway bottle tree? in the end of season 2. This is one bugged me a little bit. He was like, it's supposed to be here, but you're the guy who knows that trees move in here. You're the only one who knows that. So why are you surprised that this tree moved too? I hope it's more supernatural versus simulation, which it may be. I also hope it's mystical. I wouldn't want it to be like, as I told you, like Dog's Dream or simulation explains everything. It's an easy way out. You can, like if it's a dream, if it's all a dream, everything can be explained by the dream. Why the monsters are like that? Because it's a dream. If it's a simulation, everything can be explained by a code that the programmers wrote. Why everything is like that? Why the talisman works like that? Why the monsters are attacking only at night? Because this is how we wrote it. This was our decision. So this is just an easy way out. This is why I don't enjoy it. So I wanted to be in explanations. The talismans are working because A, B, C, because this is the symbol that somehow stops the monsters, because the monsters really don't like the symbol because like they were burned by this. I don't know, but you get my point. Like it has to be explained. There has to be a connection and not just one answer that explains everything. Okay. I guess it's because I was raised Catholic that I immediately thought he's not Catholic because that's a deal breaker to some families. You're probably talking about Father Catry reading from King James Bible. Who does everything was on the radio with Jim. The prevalent theory, it's Christopher. And we were right already about Christopher with his doll. We were right about a couple of things. So maybe it is Christopher. But it is interesting. Definitely, I'm waiting to see who that is. Victor parked the cars. Victor said there were cars there from before. I assume the car Taran Matari is talking about must be Monsdose. Or maybe Wild is the entity good or evil. Priestess Sass who asked someone to show their inside lunchbox. Bizarre. Yeah, he was actually like, humor me. When Tabitha was like, no, I don't really want to, he was like, humor me. Maybe he just wanted her to feel some connection to her children. But this is already was at the point when she said it was from Victor. And he was like, humor me. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this priest. Like, think about it logically. Eloise escaped. We know that she escaped. We're gonna see her drawings. She did escape. So it's not far-fetched to think that she was able to maybe find some people that believed her. Or she was able to provide some kind of a proof. And then there are some people, it's like, I just wanted to rewatch the first Mummy with Brendan Fraser, and there were like those, I don't remember what was their name, like the Mujahideen or something like this, and their job was to protect the cave where the mummy was actually buried. So maybe we have something similar here, like we have some kind of like society that basically protects from you. I know I told you that I don't really love this theory. I don't want it to become like X-Files or something like this, but maybe there are some people here that basically know about from it and know about people that are inside there. Maybe the ones that are watching are actually in the real world. Maybe there's an organization or the church itself looking for the town, hence the links to Bibles being missing, etc. Maybe that would be crazy if the priest ended up to be Thomas, like he didn't die or time travel. How old would Thomas be if he didn't die? But how then? It's not like he fell and then disappeared. Okay, it's... My god, the chat just moved again. Oh. I already forgot what I was answering. Sorry for the long silence. I'm trying to find where I stopped. Yeah, what I was talking about, that Thomas, when he fell, they obviously seen the body. It's not like he just disappeared and they were like, oh my god, what happened? So if there was a body, I don't know how he could be alive here. Uh, the car crash. The car crash Tabitha gets into possibly has something to do with the priest. Victor that even mentioned when Tabitha came over, can't you people leave me alone? Like, yeah, there was something like this. So there are maybe people like that basically know about him being Eloise's father and they're like bothering him. Okay, Switzerland, France, and England, dude, you got banned. Yeah, I enjoy traveling every time I have this opportunity. Way less now, right now. Everybody, everywhere in the world, like our money buys way less right now, unfortunately. So, but still, like traveling is like one of the best thing a human being can do. Um, I think she was saying like how maybe there's an organization. We read it. Hi Igor, hi Yola B, nice to see you in the chat. This message was probably sent like already 20 minutes ago. I'm just getting there. Generate versus us. Okay, the different versions of the Bible, King James being the most priming entity. There's a possible the town, the missing book. Absolutely interesting. I kept thinking the trees are good because cicadas attack trees. No, I don't think trees are good. And glad you said the boy in white looked weird. I thought so too. I didn't even know if it was the same actor. Yeah, it looks CGI to me. I always go back to the intro of the series Child Rose. There's too much foreshadowing not to see that what the characters say. The tongue reference come to be either in the episode or the... You need help with this, my man, especially as your following is growing. We should build a team. Gotta get the Discord fired up. We can help with a lot. By the way, I want to ask you something. I know that English-speaking audience is way more comfortable with Discord, but Discord is difficult for me, I gotta say, and I'm way more comfortable with Telegram. I know it's not that popular in the United States, but I was thinking about either Telegram or Discord. But if it's Discord, somebody's gonna help me. Like, if somebody can help me, I would appreciate it so much because I really don't know how to build this big community there, like for every topic and everything. Like, I need somebody to be an admin and help me with that. Like, unfortunately, right now I cannot really pay for that, but maybe one day. So if somebody willing to help me with Discord, it's gonna be amazing. If not, I want to open already like a group every time I want to do some kind of an update or announce something, or if I find something, maybe some spoiler, maybe some image. I don't want to do a video just for one image, but I want to share it with you. So I think like Discord or Telegram is the best option because you can hide spoilers there. You can hide both text and images, both in Discord and in Telegram. I think both of them are great options. So like, maybe I will do some kind of like a questionnaire in my YouTube channel, like where should I open my first talking channel, in Discord or in Telegram, and you guys will choose and decide whatever there is. PM, question, and smiley with the hand raised. Dude or girl, you don't need to raise your hand, just ask a question. Okay, boy in white, boy's not the actor, but the original one outgrew his role. The boy in white is not the same actor. I believe the original one outgrew his role, but we have seen the boy from the previous two seasons in the backstage where Tabitha was awoken in the hospital. So I was expecting to see him in this season. Also, we have seen the trailer. In the trailer, this is the boy in white from the previous two seasons, so it is the same actor. Okay, I'm sure that they said he's the same actor. Yes, DDT and Chen. I think Tilly acts like an NPC too. People who are there to move the plot, and sometimes the dialogue in this part is actor. I still think that Tilly is suspicious. I still think so. Okay, I love the channel, been really enjoying your videos. I'm wondering if I maybe missed something, but I have a theory about the creatures that mess with the town. Go for it. I 100% missed a lot of things. Like, I don't care who you are, you can be the most focused person in the world. If you're gonna watch this show, you're gonna miss something. You gotta miss a lot probably. Even only like 5th or 6th or 7th rewatch, you will be able to find something new. My theory is that they only come out at night because they're vulnerable in the day. I wonder if they stay in the dark. If the townspeople try to burn them in the caves, would that maybe kill them? I think this place would get so angry they wouldn't even able to get next to the caves, not even be able to get close to the caves. When they put the radio station, everything went to hell. Like since the storm, everything is going worse and worse and worse. So if they would decide to go so far against the rules of this place, probably this place would react. Okay, you should let Dulcinea Dame Stalker moderate for you so you can highlight the right comments for you to respond to. How do I do it? Okay, wait a second. Okay. Okay, now I need to check the live chat again. Okay, add as a moderator. I think, yes. I think, Dulcinea, now you're a moderator. Okay, now I'm gonna go, I cannot like scroll for 10 minutes. I'm gonna go to the end of the chat right now and start from the end and go up there. Yes, okay, and then this is a sign that we are like getting closer to an end already. Like, but I hope you're gonna leave some comments. I'm definitely not gonna delete this stream. So like tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm gonna check every comment and hopefully answer all. If I missed something in the chat, if I didn't answer your question and you really want my answer, so please write it in the comments after the stream is gonna be over, and I will do what I can to respond to everything. Okay. So yes, happy Monday. Dude, I can help you with anything. Discord, Photoshop, Miro, I got you. How do we get in touch with you? Direct, email, Twitter, give me a channel and I'll reach out. You have my email in the channel, I think. I'm also in the Discord groups of Reels channel and another channel. You will definitely be able to find me. Write me a comment. I'm gonna send you my email, my Telegram, my WhatsApp. I'm not hiding. Once again, I'm not a politician, not a celebrity. I want to talk to people. I'm definitely not hiding. Okay. By the end of the series, Randall is gonna become everyone's favorite character. Remember this comment. I don't think bad about Randall. Like, he did some pretty shitty things, but I kind of don't even feel bad about Sarah already. And you know, like, Sarah killed many people in this place. Randall was kind of close to kill Donna, but everybody goes insane in this place. Everybody can lose it in this place. And like when Tabitha was trapped, or at least Jim thought she was trapped, Randall was the first one to, or the second one to actually like forgot the word. Oh, volunteer to help. Like we have seen already in this episode, as soon as he noticed the monster outside and he knew the people are outside, he was like blowing the horn on the bus. He opened the door. He risked himself. He was the last one to enter the bus. This dude is definitely not a coward. Okay? And if we like hate some characters, like there aren't characters that you hate more than cowards. Usually, like cowards are really bad characters. And at this point, like I would say that Randall, he's just an angry guy. Like, remember when Donna said that she knows his type because they're similar? He is an angry guy. He is somebody who like who can explode if just somebody tells him like an insult and he's there already attacking this guy. This is probably something that comes from some history that he has. But I would never say that he's a bad guy. Igor, can I color code your chart? Sure, why not? Okay. What's up, Igor? Did you notice the two pictures behind Elgin after the dream he had sitting next to Tilly? I noticed them. I didn't put too much focus on them. I didn't see there something that was somehow related to our story. If I missed something, please feel free to write me about it. Okay. Okay. Hey, Papa Socks, thank you so much for your donations. Thank you so much. I try not to, like, I know, like, some big streamers, they answering only those who, like, donate. I think it's, once again, I think maybe because I'm a little bit used already to people watching me from different countries, like in my Russian channel. I know that for some people, $2 is like nothing. This is basically not even money. And for some people, $2 can be like almost like 5%. No, not 5%, but like there are countries that have that their like average salary is $200 to $250 a month. So I wouldn't want to tell somebody who just happened to be born in a different country, in less fortunate financial country, to feel like they don't deserve the same how to say this, the same respect, the same level of camaraderie in this chat. So yeah, obviously you notice those donations, and if somebody sends a question, there's 100% I'm never gonna miss it. But also, like, I can give you this promise right now, there's never gonna be a chat here for only the donations or paying subscribers or something like this. I may one day do some live stream just for the people on Patreon, because there's a way smaller community. We're like 15 people there, so maybe there's will be like more like instead of live stream, maybe some sort of a Zoom chat when we like get together and talk, because I really want to know closer people that support me. But those live streams, once again, I will do everything that I can, but as you can see, there's a lot of activity. I'm not going to be able to answer anyone, but I'm choosing to answer not according to your donation. I think I explained myself enough already. Igor, an hour and a half is long enough. Not all from lives have to be marathons, obviously. Also, I'm not, once again, as you can hear, it is a little bit difficult for me to speak. Sometimes I'm losing words. Sometimes my accent is way stronger. Like, if I would allow myself, I would probably talk like this, without anything that basically bothers me. Of course, I'm kidding. I don't have an accent like that. Gladly, I was watching one of the best things in Israeli cinemas is we don't have dubbed movies here. It's all subtitles. So I'm watching movies in English basically since I was 12. And for some period of my time, cinema was basically like a temple to me. This is like a place I go when I feel bad, when I feel good, when there's like a celebration, when I want to go out with the girl, when I want to go out with my friends. Cinema is the answer. And of course, when I went home, also I would watch TV shows, and I hate dubbing. I hate when there's like I cannot listen to Al Pacino in his original voice, or Denzel talking like Denzel. You need to hear those voices. So I was listening to English since I was like very, very, very little. So gladly, like, I still have an accent, but it's not like a very strong Russian accent. Yeah, and it's all thanks to movies. It's possible the symbols could be 3 different dimensions, and the intersection in the symbol could be where the town is. This is something I thought about too. Like, maybe it's an intersection of dimensions, or maybe it's timelines. Like time goes in a straight line, and then in the parallel universe it goes in the straight lines. But maybe in Fromville they actually connect because of something fucked up happened there. Igor, have you added any of Alice's art to your theory page? No, because as I told you, it can take hours, maybe even days. Some things I remember, and if I know that I'm definitely not gonna forget that, I'm not putting it there, because it is already looks pretty intimidating. Like, just look at this, let's zoom in, for example, on Fromville. We have the city, like what we know about the city, what was here before the dome. We know it had a railroad. It had some old building, now a church. We have like colonialism versus communism. We have the gay station, sorry, gas station, now a bar. Was it a Halloween before the dome? Maybe it is a gay station. We don't know. There is gonna be season 4 and 5. So we've seen that they're stuck in the 70s and 80s. This is like the technology in the house, like phones, soda machines, etc. look like they're from the 70s. We have the fake brands. Like I don't need to put here every image of Krillman's Cola to know that it's almost everywhere there. So yeah, there's still a lot of work there to do, but right now I was so overwhelmed. Like, I'm a freelancer, so I don't have from 9 to 5. I have like, when there's a job, I'm doing the job. And a lot of times it's like, we need this video right now. We need this right now. So I'm trying to juggle right now between my like love life and my work life and my YouTube life. And luckily I have like the best girlfriend anyone could ever hope for, who's supporting me and everything, and she knows how important it is for me. And she's like, yeah, she's basically a gift to me. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but still, like, I also know that I definitely wanted to spend some time with her too. So doing everything together, I needed to cut some things to be able to finish the goal that I set for myself. I'm also a little bit crazy. If I set a goal for myself, I usually like, I would drive myself and say, I used to like I used to be way younger, like 10, 12 years ago. I used to work in sales, and if there was like a competition, I would even cheat in order to win in the competition. Not something that I would do right now, but I would cheat. Like, you know how I would ask a friend who lives abroad to go register, and I would tell her like or him, I'm gonna send you the money, but you buy the product because I need to win this competition. I used to be insane like this. So if I set myself a goal and if I don't achieve it, it could drive me insane. And my goal was to basically make 20 videos before September 22nd. So I had to sacrifice the board, but I'm definitely gonna come back to it. Randall is very complicated, quick to help, but in time gets paranoid and destructive. I bet he hooks up with Marie because of their shared past, and I think Marie still holds animosity towards Christine. Maybe, I don't think so. I think the connection gonna be here between Randall and Julie. Okay, Julie is underage, or at least she's getting closer to 18. The actress is obviously, you know, like she's not 18 already. I'm not necessarily think that gonna hook up or have some kind of a love connection there, but since like Randall saved them, and they both were entrapped in the cellar where like they were tortured by the cicadas, I think they're gonna have a connection there between them on that basis. Something stupid on CW. I love it too, especially Vampire Diaries. You're gonna laugh, but this is one of the shows that I watched during this period because it's like 178,000 seasons, and you can like miss a couple of episodes and you're not gonna lose anything. And also, this is a TV show when even like if there's like a janitor, he looks like he's from Vogue magazine. Everybody is ridiculously good looking. So yeah, this is like a fun TV show. This is something like when you watch too much of From, Severance, 1899, Dark, sometimes you need to watch something like Vampire Diaries or Arrow or something like this. Basically, when you can unload your brain completely. Hi from Greece. Anyone ever wondered why this show is called From? And could it be a lost cinematic universe kind of thing? Being a bet between good and evil situation. Now, first of all, we are neighbors, and nice to see here somebody from Greece. I've been to Greece 4 times. 4 or 3 times I've been to Greece. I've been twice to Rhodos. I've been once on Crete. No, 3 times I've been to Greece. I love Greece so much. I was raised on Greek mythology. When I was growing, like somehow it turned out into my life story here. But I feel it's nice, you know, you get to know me better and you can see a human being here. And also, I would love to get to know you guys. So when you share things like where you're from or something about you, like like next time I'm gonna see you on the live stream, it's not gonna be just a nickname, it's gonna be a person already that I'm seeing there. And I think it's awesome. But when I was growing up in Ukraine, there were some Russian books about the Ninja Turtles. You can imagine that, like not something official. Probably the creators of Ninja Turtles didn't even know they had books in post-Soviet Union there. But the books were like about every time the Ninja Turtles would get in some kind of like adventure in Greece, in Egypt, in with aliens, with something else. And one of my favorite books was basically about them being in Greece and fighting Zeus there. Uh, and from there, from that point on, I was like really hooked up on mythology. I read a lot about Greek mythology, about Scandinavian mythology. We actually studied Scandinavian mythology in fourth grade. I remember it. We got a book like this about the stories. Most of the stories were about Thor, you know, like fighting giants. And our curriculum said that we're gonna go through this book during the whole studying year. And I just read it in about a month because I was so hooked on it. It was my reading book. I was just coming back home after like school, after like hanging out with friends. Before sleep, I would open up the book and just read about Scandinavian mythology because it was amazing. I think it what started my obsession with fantasy. If you're gonna see behind me, there's a lot of fantasy books like Lord of the Rings, Brandon Sanderson, Joe Abercrombie, Tolkien, obviously, of course, Robert Jordan, The Wheel of Time. I am big fan of all of this. And I think it's all started from mythology obsession. Okay, now the chat is already not scrolling up and not showing me. You have an excellent YouTube history, Igor. You have found your calling. Hope more creators see how invested From viewers are, and there will be more shows like From since there aren't many. But we're gonna get Severance in February, and I love Severance. Severance is amazing. It's not exactly filled with details like From. You're not gonna find, probably if I'm gonna build a board, and I'm gonna build a board on Severance too, it's gonna be like half of it, and this one is not even half close to be over. But still, it's also very interesting. The mystery, the acting there is unfortunately way better than in most cases in From. We have like amazing actors in From, like Harold Perrinaro delivers all the time, like the actor who plays Jay, the actors who plays Victor, Donna. Tabitha is also very good. The guy who plays Jim, I kind of watched Fight Club a couple of months ago and I saw him there. They're all pretty great actors, but unfortunately sometimes, like when Moron was acting, when I was studying acting, I saw better acting than this one. I don't want it to disrespect the actor. I hope like this is not something I would love to hear about myself, you know, but as somebody who tries to be like a critic and somebody who tries to give an honest opinion, I don't want to sugarcoat everything. And if I see something that I don't like, I try to say it. Like sometimes acting in From can be very average. And the acting in Severance is top notch. I mean, come on, they have Christopher Walken there. Freaking Christopher Walken, John Torturo there. They're like crazy big acting calibers there. So yeah, and also a very beautiful show. From fans are passionate and engaged. You've built a nice little community. All right, your commentary. Yes, definitely. This is what I love about this show. Both, by the way, in Russian channel and here in English, I see it the same levels of insanity, of positive insanity. People are checking everything, rewatching, fighting everything. Like there is a little detective in all of us and we want to feed him and we don't get enough food for him. Unfortunately, most of the TV shows, as I told you, are pretty much stupid. Or if they're great, like for example, Arcane, or let's go to the classics like a Better Call Saul or something like this. Like those are very entertaining, dramatic, interesting shows, but they're not shows you're gonna like rewatch and try to find some clues. I love those mystery shows like Lost, like Dark. Dark is super fucking masterpiece, like one of the best shows you will ever see. Genius, absolutely level of genius there. Those kind of shows are very scarce, are very rare. So when there is something as good as From, obviously we're going obsessed about it. Okay, this is my dog. His name is Arnold. If you can hear him barking, I love him to death. He's been with me 9 years. This is like if I'm gonna open my phone gallery, 99% of the images of the photos there, this is Arnold. Arnie. I call him Arnie. When he was small, I was working out and I was like drinking my protein shake, and he really wanted it. He was like, please give me a taste of it. He was going insane, and I told him like, what do you want to be, like Arnold Schwarzenegger? And then he became Arnie. And yes, every stream, I give you a promise right now, every live stream I'm gonna make, you're gonna hear him barking, because he's deaf, uh, doesn't hear anything, and he can get excited about anything. So yes, like this is one of the situations when I'm allowed to call him anything I like, and nobody else can talk about my dog. This is like, I like, you can be my best friend, but if you say something about my dog, we're gonna go like, yeah, this is my baby, this is my child. um it might be like fringe, and although it seems like they all come from the same dimension, there could be subtle change in where they are from, like a different face or a dollar note. Interesting. Yes, also fringe is amazing show. Igor, do you think the writers have an end game in mind, opposite a Stephen King book, I joke, or they are freeballing? Sometimes it feels to me like they are just winging it. I think they are. I think they have an end in mind. I think they have an answer, but they also don't have the whole storyline written. Obviously, when they get green light for the season, this is when they start to write the script. But I think they have like a skeleton, like maybe the board or something like this, that basically they know exactly how it's gonna unfold. Like one of the best things about Dark, for example, the creators wanted to make 3 seasons, and they put all of its storyline in 3 seasons. They knew from episode 1 how they want to end it, and they've been offered to continue because it was a big hit. They've been offered probably a lot of money to make season 4, to make it longer, because Netflix really enjoyed the numbers that Dark brought, but they refused because they knew this is a story that needs to be over in 3 seasons. I really hope this is the same case in Dark. In From. This is the same case in From. They know exactly where it's gonna end. They know exactly how they're gonna get there, but they need to still write material for 10 episodes of each seasons, and this is why we're gonna see some things that maybe are like unfolding and feels a little bit unexpected. Igor, get a snack. Phew, probably in a couple of minutes I'm gonna go and eat something that my girl prepared for me, which is gonna be way better than a snack. We support you, eat, shower, all of it. Thank you so much. They created an ambush so they can attempt to break Boyd. I think everything is game for monsters, right? They want to play. It's all a game for them. We've seen so many games in this show. Like, I know because I googled so many of them, because I didn't know what the hell is that. There were a lot of games in Victor's Room. There are a lot of games in Colonial House. There are a lot of games in every house. They have card games. There's card games there and there and there. And we have monsters always talking about, I like this game. You remember what Smiley said when Boyd attacked him? I like this game. And the grandma monster, like, do you want to go out and play? So when Boyd was yelling, you're not gonna fucking break me, this place is not gonna fucking break me, I think they were like, new game, let's play. Let's see what happens. I hope what happened to Tian Chen doesn't break Boyd, but makes him pissed and he gets revenge. Yeah, this is what's gonna happen. I mean, one of the things I'm pretty sure about, we're not gonna see a show when everybody dies in the end and that's it. Then, once again, there are gonna be riots on streets, probably. They're gonna win. And Boyd, I wouldn't be surprised if From is gonna end with Boyd dying. Boyd is similar to Jack from Lost. Like, Jack was the hero. Like, he was the guy that everybody follows. And yeah, like, the hero's journey that Boyd's gonna go through here, I think he's gonna sacrifice himself for everybody else. for his son, for his maybe granddaughter or grandson, I don't know. But I have this feeling. I think it's gonna be way more impactful and way more dramatic that way than just a happy ending for all. I don't think it's gonna end with a happy ending for all. Obviously, it's already not a happy ending for all, and I don't know what the creators have against Kenny, but poor guy, losing his dad, then seeing that everything kind of starts to working out with Christy. End of season one, like Christy told him like I'm engaged, but then she kind of come around. They like touched hands and everything. There was this moment, and then seeing like Mariel arriving and like, come on, all of us comrades in friend zone, whoever experienced friend zone, Kenny, we feel you. And then now losing his mother. I mean, like this show is kicking him in the balls all 3 seasons. Poor Kenny. Let somebody else suffer too, please. Uh, I really don't know if we're going to get those kind of answers with these shows, to be honest. Like, my expectation is that we're gonna get like some kind of a big answer. And this big answer is gonna explain most of the questions we have for us. This is when we're gonna, like all of the YouTubers, we're gonna roll up the sleeves and we're gonna make a lot of videos, because I think that as I told you, there's gonna be like a big answer, and this place is A, those monsters are B, and what happened to them is C. This is why they couldn't escape this place. But then we're gonna have like 20 other small questions, 20,000 small questions that the show is not going to be able to answer all of them. And this is going to be already for us, for people that build those kind of things, make videos, analyze, everybody, this community. We're going to like put all of those questions and start answering them one by one with the information that the creators gave us. Okay, maybe Eloise is a mental institution. Tebu will visit her and get some answers. No, I don't think so. I think that basically Tabitha and Victor's father are gonna get into an accident, and the hospital, the ambulance is gonna take them, and the ambulance is gonna arrive to Fromville. Yeah, this is once again not my theory, but it sounds like the most logical one right now. If we are actually checking every information we have right now. 40 months since the accident when the Matthew family arrived in Fromville, but Ethan will save his real baby bro on his quest, in my humble opinion. And also, if he forgot he had a sister, he may have blocked out that he found here and where. He also could have killed her with that gun by accident. There's a lot of what if with Victor and his memory. His memory is has a lot of holes in it, for the best part, and him remembering things doesn't really mean it really happened that way. We've seen it already, so it can happen again. We've seen him already remembering how his mother left him and completely blocking Eloise, and then remembering Eloise there. So once again, maybe the memory that we have seen right now is not exactly what happened. Maybe there is something completely else that happened. Maybe somebody else was with them. Sup y'all, sorry I'm late. Hi Demo1138. Hi everybody. By the way, if I didn't say hi to you and you wrote hi to me, I just missed it. It's not because I have something against you or something like that. I just missed it. I'm so sorry if I didn't. Okay. Before I enter, you're greeted by a fallen tree. Okay. Let us scroll a little bit and see what else we have here, and we're gonna finish soon. Igor, is there a downloadable file of the chart? I have no idea. I need to check it. This is some kind of system that I found. It's called Miro. It's usually used for business. They have like a free program, so I just used it for what I want to use. But I'm not like an expert in it, so maybe there is. I think somebody is an expert in Miro from my subscribers, and maybe he can help. A very fine approach to your audience, notice and appreciate it. Thank you, Michael. I think like there's a very simple rule in life. You treat people how you want to be treated. I wouldn't want to be treated like that if somebody would say to me, guys, donations, please donations. I will never answer your questions if you don't donate. I wouldn't be treated like that, especially if I'm like in a bad financial situation and I'm just looking for some escapism. it would just remind me of my bad financial situation. So I wouldn't want to treat anyone like I wouldn't want to be treated by myself. Uh, Ethan gets old enough to start dating Christy. Kenny loses again. Yeah, this is gonna be funny. Uh, I bet you we see Boyd riding his pony on his goddamn bog. Hopefully, I'm one of those guys that actually wants always the happy end, especially for characters that I care about. Like, like there is a couple of levels of insanity. Like, for me, the next step is be one of the stupid people that write actors and threaten them, like when somebody played Anakin Skywalker, not the way they imagine it. This is like, I don't know, this is like criminal level of stupidity. Those people need to be put in an asylum. But I feel like those characters, even though they are not real, they're real to me. Like, if somebody dies, I feel it. I'm not gonna be sad if somebody died in real life, but I feel it. I can cry during a movie. I can actually like feel very emotional sometimes during those moments. So obviously I want Boyd to be able like to escape this place and have his boat and have his amazing life as a granddad, as a father, to have like the best ending he can possibly have. This is what I want, but if it's gonna be like different and if it's gonna have a dramatic ending for it, obviously I'm gonna be sad for Boyd, but I also would appreciate what the creators did there. So yeah, this is my opinion. The show is a good crazy rabbit hole. Yes, it is. After the end of episode 1, I don't think they plan on happy endings. Yeah, obviously not, but somebody needs to have one. Somebody. Like, it cannot be just everybody dies. We will feel betrayed. We as an audience, we need somebody to escape it because we want to escape this place already. Like, we're not there, but we're mentally there in Fromville, and like this awesome torture of trying to understand the answer for us because our life is not really being threatened, but it's this like we need to escape this place and we need to escape it completely, not like Tabitha for like a couple of days and that's it. Okay guys, I promised you an hour and a half. It's been an hour and almost 40 minutes. It was awesome. You were awesome. So many interesting comments, so many amazing people here. I love you all. I can say that honestly, I love you all. For being here with me. It's probably for most of you, most of my audience is from United States. For most of you, it's the middle of the day. For me, it's almost 11 p.m. already. So I'm gonna go eat something, take a shower and eat something, and then probably get myself ready to sleep. And tomorrow, Eloise's drawings that were released. Thank you so much once again to Skullscrap that sent me everything, the link to these images. I right now didn't start to analyze them, just check them out. Hopefully tomorrow I will be able, between all of the jobs and between everything else that I need to do, I will be able to make another video and hopefully it's gonna be a very good one. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa, for the donation. Thank you, Igor, for your thing. Congratulations on your first live. Thank you all so much. For all of you that the day is only starting, have a great day. For all of you who have who right now during the night already like me, have a great night, and I'm gonna see you